Welcome everyone. Thanks Tahir for the first part of the session. So I'll be carrying forward with the second part of the session. In this part, we'll be going through stocks in my watch list. We'll quickly go through market activity and then we'll come back to question and answers. If any of you on the call have some questions, we'll go through those questions. Stocks which went up last week. First in my list is DII.B. It's on TSX. It went up by 30.77%. Next is Apple, traded on Nasdaq. It went up by over 15%. Third is KL. It's again on TSX. It went up close to 13%. And the last one is my favorite Shop. It went up close to 10%. Stocks which went down last week were CV. It's on TSX. It went down close to 11.5%. Next is VET, again on TSX. It went down again close to 13.5%. Third is AZM. It's traded on TSXV. It went down by close to 30.5%. Some of the stocks which are new in my watch list that I'll be closely watching this week are Kodak, which made a big news in the last trading week. Most of you might be knowing. It went up more than 1000% in the mid of the week. It closes by Friday by over 935.71%. Second is CAND. It's traded on TSXV. And third is IPDN. It's traded on Nasdaq. It went down by close to 46%. So let's quickly go through market activity. As we expected last week, because there were earning releases from many companies, we did see volatility in the market. Some tech companies had good earnings, which boosted TSX and other stock markets as well, and they went up. People cashed on the profits. It went down, then went up again, and towards the end of the week, it showed that it's going up. In this week, you could expect stocks on Nasdaq to open higher, and then it might give a dip, and then again it might take a upward trend. So you could expect volatility in the coming week as well. In market activity, I was saying TSX, as there were earnings releases last week for many of the stocks. So it did show volatility because of positive earnings from many of the tech stocks. It reached its peak mid of the week, then it went down and then recovered, and towards the end of the week it did went up. So similar to TSX, NYSE had a similar trend and it closed on a higher end as well. TSXV, it was strong this week and had good going this week. It did give a higher closing on Friday as well. And similar to TSXV and Nasdaq, it did show few dips up to mid of the week. However, the market closed on a higher end. So for Nasdaq, you could expect volatility in the coming week as well. Um, it would be interesting to watch the stocks on TSXV if they can continue on the rally. Now, coming to stocks on my watch list, DIIB, it's a consumer durable stock. It was trading close to 7.3 at the start of the week, and it went up by over 30%. It reached its 52-week peak this week. Next is Apple. As many of you guys might be following Apple news, that they declared positive earnings, and following that, there was also a news release that Apple is going to have 4:1 split, stock split, which has encouraged investors, and as a result, the stock price has gone up, and you could expect this month to continue going up, as after the split there would be more investors who would be uh, buying this stock as it would become cheaper. So um, some of you who are following Apple, it would be good time to buy. um, I'm not expecting that it might have a dip, but if it does, it would be the best time to uh, get some stocks in your portfolio. Next is KL, Kirkland. As you would have observed, gold has been going up, and most of the stocks in the precious metals, especially gold, they have reached their 52-week peak, or I would say for Kirkland, it has reached its all-time peak. So stocks in gold along with KL are going good. It would be interesting to see if they can continue their rally in the coming week. The next one is Shopify. It had a very good earning release. Its earning grew by close to 97%, which gave a spike on its stock price on Wednesday, and it did went down a bit, then recovered, and then uh, went down. So I would say that it is still in good buy range for someone who is looking to do a swing trade. Uh, it's still at a uh, price where you could get some profit with it, and someone looking to get Shopify for long term, I would say it would be better to watch for some time, as uh, it on a 1 month chart it shows on a downward trend. So for those who are looking to buy for long term, you could watch it closely. For those who are looking for swing trade or short term, um, you could consider taking a buy position with Shopify. Um, Among the stocks which have gone down in my watch list, CV, as energy sector has seen a dip towards the close of the week. It has impacted most of the energy stocks, and CV is one of them on TSX. It has gone down by close to 11.5%. Um, Similar to CV is wet. Again, energy stock, it has gone down by close to 13.47%. Um, so since these have gone down, if someone is looking from long-term perspective, you could watch it further to see that if it continues on the downtrend, um, you may you may wait, and once you see that it has started taking uptrend, you could take a buy position um, from long term perspective. Now the next is AZM. It's on TSXV. It has gone down um, over 30.42. It was traded close to 2.40 in the last week. Uh, it would be some if you're looking to buy in a larger volume, um, it would be good to watch that uh, once it start taking uptrend, you could consider this stock as well. Now coming to stocks which are new in my watch list, as it has made a big news in the stock market this week. Eastman Kodak, it was traded close to $2, um, with the news that Kodak is getting a US government deal. It helped its stock to trade close to 8.5, um, along with additional support from the US federal government. It saw a huge spike which people would not have expected, and I would say that those who had it, they were the lucky ones to um, get into this. And if you are one of those who has made profit with it, congratulations. um, I would say that it has gone down uh, after the spike, and it's still in most of the traders watch list, but considering its trend, as you could see that it spiked and then it has started falling off. You could expect that further it would happen. If you see its 1 month chart, it was a spike after a long period when it was traded close to 1.5. um, However, if you see its all-time chart, it is close to $22, which is lower than the price it was traded in January Feb 2014. It might increase a bit, but mostly it it's in a range where it's not safe to buy. As you could see, its RSI, it has crossed over 80. So if anyone is thinking about buying, I would suggest not to take a new buy position unless you have taken already. Then next is CAND. It has gone up by over 76.67%. It's on TSX. It's a penny stock. I would recommend, if anyone is interested in this, to please do your due diligence. However, from its 5-year and all-time chart, it does show that it still has a potential to go higher. So it would be good to see if it goes down and then starts taking upward trend. Could be a time when you can get into this. And the last one is IPDN. It's traded on Nasdaq. Um, it has fallen off over 45% this week. It was trading close to 1.88 and then closed on Friday at 1.04. Um, so I have included it in my watch list to see uh, that eh, if it can take upward trend, I would be interested in this as well. So these were the stocks that I had in my watch list. Now moving on to question and answers. If any of you have questions regarding these stocks or in general, I would be happy to answer those.